Hello everyone, Justin with the, weekend market dive. Today we're just gonna go ahead and look at some cryptocurrency, see how conditions are currently and what that might mean for us in the future. So first up, we have Bitcoin on the 15-minute. We can see at the start of the 16th, we started out with bullish liquidity. Around noon on the 16th, that liquidity became bearish and then jumped up over LDPM 6. This is a mixed signal, but overall shows signs of a tentative bullish move. So the next ceiling or next crossover attempt is at LDPM L7 at 118. So most likely that is the next stop, or at least being range bound between LDPM L6 and LDPM L7. On Ethereum, and these are all 15 minutes as well, we see that noon, I think, of the 15th, we had bearish liquidity. Right before the 16th started, it turned bullish. We see that it crosses over LDPM 5, falls back through, pretty much rides LDPM 5 for support for a while, hits LDPM L6, and now we have some splashes of bullish liquidity as a bullish crossover attempt is attempted. So this is also a pretty modestly bullish sign. It at least suggests that if bullish liquidity continues, that another test of resistance up on LDPM L6 and 7 is likely. So I would likely monitor those levels and see how price and liquidity react once they get there. You can see that right there as it crosses over LDPM L6. So next up is Doge on 15 as well. Starting with the same time, we see that bearish liquidity kicks in, pushes spot down to the support on LDPM L5. But unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum, we see that the conversion to bullish liquidity is actually pretty pronounced, bringing spot all the way from LDPM L5 up and over LDPM L6 and 7. This lasted until bearish liquidity returned just prior to noon today on the 16th, after which it seems bearish liquidity has taken over. But yeah, look at that big surge of bullish liquidity. And that's the type of behavior you like to see when upcoming crossover attempts. Whereas, we saw in Bitcoin and Ethereum, you get this bullish liquidity, but then kind of like this lethargic overtaking of the LDPM, and it's never a good sign. You kind of want that very abrupt, pushing right through. But we see at the end right there too, sprinkles of bullish liquidity. And so likely another test of overtaking LDPM and L7 are underway. So overall, it seems like the early signs of a bullish turn, but pretty rocky, pretty turbulent. We saw on all three pretty repeated tests for that support of LDPM. And so we'll definitely be keeping an eye out. But the tide seems to be turning bullish. So, all right. Till next time, everyone. Talk to you then. Bye.